Hello, welcome to How to Do Math Perplexors with your favorite open doors teacher, Mr. Cook. Oh, hang on a second. Wait a minute. All right, that's better. That's me. Okay, so just thought that'd be a little fun there. Uh, I've had several of y'all say you're having problems with Math Perplexors, so we're going to go over these. And we're doing one, you see, that's going to be way back in the back of the book so that we probably won't get to it in class, but it's a little harder, but that way I think if we do a little harder, it'll make it easier for you to understand it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So, something fishy, number 28. That's the one we're going to do today. And so, let me pull it up so I can work it here. Now, what we've got, first thing you got to do, remember, is read the story. All right, the story's over here. 5 people named Victor, Vinny, Val, Vera, and Violet own fishing boats. One recent day, they decided to have a contest to see who could catch the most of 4 types of seafood that they usually tried to catch. They caught 1,500, 1,450, 1,400, 1,300, and 1,000 pounds of shrimp. They caught 750, 725, 700, 600, and 500 pounds of perch. They caught 3,000, 2,900, 2,800, 2,000, and 1,500 pounds of tuna. They caught 400, 350, 300, 200, and 100 pounds of flounder. Based on the clues, match the names with the pounds of shrimp, perch, tuna, and flounder they caught on the day of the contest. All right, so we're looking to see how much they caught of the different fish. You see each one of them has a 1,500, 14, all the way down the different pounds of fish. So using the clues, we are going to determine how much each one caught. So let's look at the first clue. Victor caught the most of 2 types of seafood, and Vinny caught the most of 2 types of seafood. So we got 4 types of seafood that they're working on, they're trying to catch. All right, so what we're going to do then is know that Victor and Vinny both caught either 1,500 pounds of shrimp or 1,000 pounds of shrimp. One of them caught the most, one caught the least. 750 pounds of perch, 500 pounds of perch. One caught the most, one caught the least, and so on down. So because we know it's either the most or the least, that means they didn't catch anything in the middle. So we can go through and cross off everything under those 2 in the middle. This is what takes so long, is just making sure you're getting everything eliminated so that it doesn't come back to haunt you later. And believe me, I've done that, forgot to cross something off. And when you forget to cross something off and you're getting towards the end and you're trying to figure out why do I have 2 there, it becomes a problem. So be sure that you're doing that, okay? So 1 and 2 says Victor and Vinny caught either the most. Number 2 says Victor and Vinny caught either the least. So that's why we did this, okay? They caught either the most or the least. Now, number 3. Val caught twice as much flounder as Vinny. All right, so we look at Val. Val could have caught 100, 200, 300, 350, or 400, okay? And Vinny could count either 100 or 400. Now, it says twice as much as Vinny. So Vinny, if you did twice as much, would either be 200 or 800. Since there's no 800, it must be 200. So Val caught twice as much, which was 200. Cross off all the way across. Cross them all off here. And so because she did twice as much, we know that Vinny did 100, didn't do this. Now, because we know that, and cross off 100 all the way across, we know that Victor either caught the most or the least of 1, and Vinny caught the most or least of 1. That means Victor caught 400 flounder. Make sure you cross that off all the way across. Okay, so that gets that. Now let's look at the next one. Multiply Vera's flounder number by 10 to find Vinny's tuna number. All right, so Vera has either 300 or 350. If you multiply those by 10, you're either going to get 3,000 or 3,500. So we look over at Vinny's Okay, shrimp. Hang on a second, I'm looking at the wrong one. Multiply Vinny's by 10 to find Vinny's tuna number. Sorry, tuna. All right, so we got either 1,000 or we got 3,000. Well, we said that 3,000 was here, or 3,500, so it must be the 300. There we go. Cross off 300 over here. Well, that leaves 350 over here for the flounder. Okay, so let's go up here. Now we know, because it was 300 over here, we know this is going to be 3,000. We cross this off here, 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 and here. Remember, be sure you cross off after you circle. That means Victor caught 1,500 pounds of tuna. Be sure you cross that all off. Okay? All right, so now we're about halfway through. All right. And Vinny and Val's combined shrimp total was $29.50. All right, so we look at Vinny and Val and their shrimp total. It was the total between the two were $29.50. Well, if you take 1,000, there's no way to get $29.50 by adding all these. That's 2,000, 2,300, 24, 24.50, 25. So it can't be the 1,000. So it must be the 1,500, and then when you add that to the 1,450, you get $29.50. All right, and cross off here, here. Here, that means Victor did the shrimp. Okay, now we know Victor had two, the low ones, and two of the top ones. So since we have the two low ones, he must have done 750 in perch. This is where you use your logic thinking. Okay, so you can cross off 750 perch all the way across. And that means Vinny, his other low one, was 500 perch. All right, so let's look at Vera's perch here. Vera's perch number was half the size of her shrimp number. All right, so we have 725, 700, and 600 left. All right, twice of 600 would be 1,200. It's not there. Twice is 700. Would be 1,400. That's there. And twice the number of 725 would be 1,450. That's not there. So this must be 700 and 1,400. So cross those off. And hopefully I'm getting everything right. Crossed off. Okay, now, twice the size of Val's flounder number was 1/3 her perch number. So we look at Val. Her perch number was 1/3. Well, she's got 200 down here at the bottom. So to find out what 200 is 1/3 of what, you go 200 times 3. What's 200 times 3? 600. So we come up here. So her perch number must have been 600. That leaves Violet over here with 725. And now we just come down to get the tuna. Victor and Vera's combined tuna number was 1,500. So Victor and Vera combined was 3,500. So Victor's tuna was 1,500. So you take 3,500, subtract 1,500. That leaves 200 tuna. Cross everything off. Cross. And of course, Violet caught more than Val. All right, so we only have 2,900 and 2,800. If Violet caught more than Val on the tuna, that means she must have caught the 2,900. And that Val caught 2,800. All right. You just got to use logical thinking, okay? Even though it may not put every single clue explicit, saying cross off this one, circle this one, you just have to think through it. Take your times when you're doing these, and it should be no problem. All right, if you have any questions, either email me, rcook@jpsms.org, or just ask me during the next class. Until then, y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you another day. Bye.